Hey, what's up? It's your boy, 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. For the last few days, there's been a lot of talk about Henry Cavill, J.J. Abrams, Ta-Nehisi Coates, the future of Superman, how Zack Snyder and the Justice League affects all of it, and what Bad Robot's trying to do to get their Superman off the ground. With all this, I come into this article coming from Geekosity, written by the great Mikey Sutton. If you haven't seen him, check out his work. He does a lot of great things on this site. And the title is, Henry Cavill is not done with Superman yet. Which is actually something that I think a lot of us wanted to know more about. Henry Cavill looks awesome. Henry Cavill has not left the building, although DC Films have a new Superman. Their previous Man of Steel isn't finished yet. J.J. Abrams will reboot the Superman franchise with possibly Michael B. Jordan or the second runner-up, John Boyega, playing a different version of the character. However, despite online speculation and rage bait, Henry Cavill isn't gone. He simply won't be the Superman in J.J. Abrams' film. Instead, that would be Calvin Ellis, the Black Superman of Earth 23. And I want to emphasize on this Earth 23. Okay, all right. Even though I already knew all about it. You know, of course, Calvin Ellis showed up in Final Crisis issue number 7. I have that issue, so I have that because it's a part of the multiverse, and I love the multiverse. So, of course, I understand everything that goes along with it. But my whole thing is, why would you try to establish a black Superman when the fans have been waiting for Man of Steel 2? And we're just not seeing Henry Cavill Superman again when the Zack Snyder Justice League comes out. And of course, they have done the CW Superman. DC Films is leaping headlong into the multiverse. While this has been an integral aspect of DC Comics for decades, Warner Brothers isn't embracing this idea because they love Marv Wolfman and George Perez. Boy, let me tell y'all something. Marv Wolfman and George Perez, they laid the groundwork for a lot of shit that has came easily in the last 35, 40 years. These guys are masters. Some of the greatest writers, artists to ever come across DC's platform. And they deserve every amount of respect. They're the ones that created the original Crisis on Infinite Earths. You've never looked up Marv Wolfman and George Perez? Then, yeah, I suggest that you do so. So you can check out the kind of great shit that these guys have done. But it says, no, the real reason why is that they lack a Kevin Feige who can pull off a cinematic universe. You know, it's crazy because I've always thought that Walter Hamada would be the person to actually pull some shit together. But, I mean, we haven't really seen Walter Hamada really just do shit yet on that level. That's why I've always thought would bring it together. Because he's the one that actually knows more or less what's coming out in the direction that DC Films is going. Yeah, well, he said, but this isn't a knock on DC Films. It's simply true. Henry Cavill is not done with Superman yet. Look at that. Walter Hamada, Toby Emmerich. Yeah. DC Films president Walter Hamada has no idea how it works. Neither does WB chairman Toby Emmerich. Marvel Studios' multi-billion-dollar formula is something DC Films or any other movie studio would cast Agatha Harkness spells to acquire. Yeah, that's a good little hit right there. DC Films is retreating back to their philosophy after Joker struck Oscar Gold standalone movies. Don't get me wrong, there will still be pictures wherein superheroes are going to team up. In other words, the streams are going to cross over on a case-by-case basis. For a while there, when the Snyder Cut was officially announced, and the internet crash, it seems as if DC Films was going to push forward with the DCEU once again. Ah. Yeah. But then that's when Bad Robot stepped in and fucked it all up. Now I know that. Nevertheless, I did warn at the time that the Snyder Cut would have to prove itself. The problem is that Warner Brothers executives didn't share the enthusiasm of Zack Snyder's fans. It was AT&T and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson that quite honestly fueled the Snyder Cut to materialize alongside the widespread public affection of Zack Snyder's followers. When I scooped back in November 2019 that the Snyder Cut would be coming to HBO Max, I made that known. On January 18th, 2021, I reported on Warner Brothers' lack of faith in the project. I also heard that Warner Brothers execs were not impressed with the Snyder Cut. That explains their behavior. It seems like Zack Snyder is a one-man army in getting the word out about his movie. They simply wanted to go away. The J.J. Abrams news was deliberately leaked to bury the Snyder Cut in social media prior to its release on HBO Max. I believe that. Fucking J.J. Abrams is a hack. He could sit there and smile in your face and fucking stab you in the back. You know, he sat there and he started franchises and he never completes what he finishes. He fucking hands off everything that he's done. What happened to Star Trek? He starts up the franchise and hands it off to other directors and execs. What did he do to Star Wars? He did the exact same shit. What do you think he's going to do here in DC? He's going to start up a bunch of shit, and if any of these projects has sequels, he's going to be passing these sequels off to other people, his fucking cronies. This motherfucker, man, I swear, man. He says, I won't say Warner Brothers is trying to sabotage the Snyder Cut. I'm not going that far. What would stop a person like J.J. Abrams to sabotage the success of Zack Snyder's Justice League? You think something like that's unheard of? What the fuck you think's happening over in fucking Lucasfilms with Disney? You got fucking Kathleen Kennedy fucking undermining what Jon Favreau does. You don't think that shit could be happening over here at Warner Brothers? Nevertheless, the Snyder Cut is being treated like the last kid asked out to the prom. You fucking right. They're being ousted. They're being blacklisted, man. Despite Warner Brothers issues, Henry Cavill is not done playing Superman, and that's a fucking awesome ass picture of Superman. Fuck yeah. Where is Henry Cavill in all this? J.J. Abrams wants his own toy box, his pocket universe. From what I heard, Calvin Ellis won't be the main Superman. He is a Superman in the multiverse. The Superman who will fight Black Adam, hang out with Shazam, or become the world's finest with Batman is Henry Cavill's Superman. DC Films isn't going to keep the most iconic and first superhero on the CW. Shit, I wouldn't expect them to do it. Henry Cavill, who grabbed a second wind with The Witcher on Netflix, isn't being cast aside unless there's an unresolved contractual issue. And hopefully they got all that shit squared away. That's why I thought they were bringing Cavill back to the forefront, especially when they greenlit Zack Snyder's Justice League. But now this has happened. Boy, I tell you what, man, this is some bullshit. And one thing hasn't changed. If the Snyder Cut is huge, those same Warner Brothers execs who want to fly swatter that universe out of existence will have no choice but to keep it going in some format. Regardless, Henry Cavill will still fly for DC Films. However, it might not be in a Superman movie. Then what the fuck is there? Another Justice League? Henry Cavill as Superman is going to do what? Cameos in other people's movies? And that's the thing. They're not talking about doing a Justice League 2. So where does that leave Henry Cavill and where does that leave Superman? Showing up in a Shazam movie? Possibly making an appearance in the fucking Flash movie? So you have Henry Cavill. You have a bona fide Superman. And this is all that he's been reduced to? Wow. What the fuck, man? So, there you have it. What do y'all think about Warner Brothers keeping Henry Cavill around as Superman, but not actually having him doing a Superman movie? I don't even know what to think. I mean, what the fuck else are you going to keep him around for? So he can make somebody else's movie look good without him having his own shit? Like, how does that sound? It sounds fucked up. And I tell you what, man, J.J. Abrams, he ain't worth shit. His movies ain't worth shit. His product ain't worth shit. And we're about to see whatever mess that he's about, we're about to see it dumped all over DC. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this shit in the comment section below. Are you happy to know that Henry Cavill still has time to be Superman for Warner Brothers and DC Films, but it's not currently scheduled to get any kind of Superman movie? I don't know, man. Like I said, y'all let me know how you feel about that shit. I want to hear from y'all in the comment section below. Please share, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy, 24/7 with 24/7 Fusion Media, and I'm out. Peace.